Hey guys, welcome back to part 5 of I Love You, Colonel Sanders. And it's almost time for the final competition Showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think of your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us. And whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show you a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to take a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of recipes you've been working on. Megan's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Megan, what are you doing over there? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success, and I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake. The smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. Oh, I am, homie. I am. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up about your practice dish. We're not letting it burn. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd be expecting nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I can smell that it was made with a helping of TLC. But it's probably starting to burn any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved your country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lay down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus a pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. Is he coming up with the extra crispy? Is that what this is? The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects 80 ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend baster blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops and open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique! Reference to Kill Bill. I love it. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do not do that. We are going to do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I knew he'd like that. I believe in you, Megan. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Megan, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, don't you need to be cooking your own? Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Nice. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. No, Miriam, no. Oh my god. However, she doesn't know that you lied if the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she even get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Oh my god. Where did you come from? Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had a day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids, our culinary skills are really impressing me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Sport Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see that you're up to crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to! I've always wanted to be on Top Chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little sport pup back in the old country. You can feel Sport Monster winding up to tell a very long, involved story, and you don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in school that I had to fall asleep during the scare tactics class, and then when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having stuffed this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. We're gonna summon some extra power from deep down within ourselves. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Oh. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Megan, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd summoned immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Megan, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You have been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules have never been really my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have a surprising effect that surpasses their individual efforts. What are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form a perfect food union. Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure, innocent giggle that can only be from one student. Hee hee, I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook with an elastic of his underpants. Oh, Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? He got rolled out to pasture before he self-destructed. You wait to hear a signature word beep and other automatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Is it? Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea I made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Hell no, not after that. Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I've even had really cute electrical toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. You do that. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Megan, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard with an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with the spines from the second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slush around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, and he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Well, great. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make such a difficult to eat? Dejected, Van goes gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yes, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Wow, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delights in a light rosewater syrup topped with a French meringue and connected by sugar glass. I mean, that's cute. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delicate. Hopefully, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in yours or something? Megan, I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And I did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to a college of eating, school for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insist, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being the shackles of trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last of you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing? And completely blow me away? In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and the Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back by its majestic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declare that you have passed. Everyone has passed, and there are supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house! Ow, ow, ow! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting their wrongs they did while they were villains. Change their clothes for once, I see. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written on the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together, it's the sport monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the sport monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Anyone could command such an entrance. Who could command such an entrance? Oh, I think we know. Oh, it's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Miriam, will you be my lady king? What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family? It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows. But either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist? So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away in a single breeze. Okie dokie. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, is he still doing the talking thing? I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. I guess that's not hard to believe. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh, look at him in street clothes. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Wow, is it? What a crazy game. No, it's not the end. And everyone's feast on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Megan, What are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, a degree from the University of Cooking Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, so I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Megan. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at the school here, do you really think running a restaurant is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of entrepreneurship? I suppose I can enroll in pastry school. Oh, my dear Megan, I'm sure you'll find a place eventually. Along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. But is it? KFC presents. Yeah. I love you, Colonel Sanders. The rivals. Best friend, Professor Dog. Wow. That was something, wasn't it? Such an emotional roller coaster. Crazy game. This is definitely an advertisement if I ever saw one. Sure wish it was sponsored. Guess I'll wait for that check. Anyway, so what did you think of the game? Was it as hilarious to you as it was to me? And would you play it? And if you did, how would you do it differently? Let me know all that below. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. If you made it to the end, hit the like button for the algorithm, subscribe for more content, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video.